I'm Stacy Holmes, and this is Glordinary, a few moments where we celebrate God's glory and champion the ordinary. I'm glad you're here. Welcome back, my friend. Together again. It just feels so good to be back behind the mic and chatting with you. I've missed you. I hope you enjoyed another listen of our Summer of Sabbath series from 2024. This past month found me less behind the mic and more behind the 8-ball at times. It's been a full one, completing our 12th homeschool year, buying a vehicle, and submitting the very pricey and lengthy legal process to trademark Glordinary. Woo woo! Oh yeah, and of course, we took that bucket list trip with my parents, and that's a great place to pick up. The pickup. You see, it all started with Walmart curbside pickup. Vacation was going great. We were 2 days into a North and South Dakota trip with my husband John, our girls, and my parents. We were making great time, made even greater by the 85-mile-per-hour speed limit. I just needed to pick up the Walmart curbside order of our groceries a couple of hours early, thanks to our awesomeness. Except Walmart didn't get the memo that just because we were killing it did not mean that they needed to match our level of awesomeness. Come on, Walmart, get it together. Despite my best attempts to change the curbside pickup time, including talking with the curbside representative and his manager, 'twas not to be. Walmart was single-handedly ruining months of my acute travel finesse. I needed them to understand they were being unbelievably ridiculous. In the love of the Lord, so I thought. I got off the phone, attempted to navigate the user-unfriendly curbside website, downloaded the app again in the not-so-great connection of the South Dakota Badlands, and proceeded to get absolutely nothing resolved in a timely manner. A heated argument then ensued between my husband, John, and me. Ding! Round 2. To make it more fun, we gave my parents and our kids ringside seats to this cage match. Awesome! Ever been there? Thanks to Walmart's completely unreasonable curbside pickup policies. Look, I said what I said. Unreasonable. John and I were in the middle of a doozy. Now look, I will be the first to admit I'm not over-the-top techie. I don't need to be. I'm married to a programmer. However, this handicap gets me in trouble when the mister's driving 85 down the highway and telling me how to navigate my phone apps. Stace, what browser are you using for Walmart? I don't know, I flustered in response. How can you not know what browser you're using? Suffice it to say, it was not his best teaching moment, and it was not my best poised to learn moment. It happens. Not awesome, but some days your I do's sound more like, Stacy, do you even know how to use a phone? And do not use that tone to speak to me, Jonathan Holmes. Oi. And that was day 2 of vacation. So yeah. After several more travel hours and the Walmart groceries in tow, we collapsed into bed and were finally able to chat more about what the heck had just happened. And that's when John's words reached through the night and drop-kicked my tender, sweet, emotional soul. Okay, that sounds slightly harsh. He says, Stace, you were so un-Christ-like to the Walmart person. That's not like you. You sounded obstinate and belligerent. I was too stunned to be mad that he called me obstinate and belligerent, but definite triple word score for using such quality adjectives. But that wasn't the worst of it. He said I was un-Christ-like. Un-Christ-like. Now look, I'm fully aware I am made in God's image and completely capable of being utterly sinful also. Outside of Christ, I'm hopelessly lost. I get that. But to hear it from him, the man who loves me more than any other soul on the planet, including his own children, un-Christ-like? It may have been right about this time that John realized, oh God, what have I done? because a floodgate of emotion poured out of me, the likes he's never seen. You know what an ugly cry looks like, right? The kind where the snot just intermixes with the salty tears and no amount of nose blowing is going to make it stop. The kind where you can't quite catch your breath while you hyperventilate between tears. The kind where you know that tomorrow your eyes will look Bart Simpson adjacent, popping out of your skull and completely blurring your vision. Hi, I'm Stacy, and I was unchristlike to the Walmart curbside service attendant and his manager. P.S. For the record, I never thought I sounded unchristlike, which kind of made it worse. Was I actually unchristlike and I just didn't know it? Did I even know myself at all? And as I slipped out of the bedroom to retrieve a box of Kleenex, that's when I was hit with the rattling echo of words spoken over me years earlier. You see, a trusted friend, a mentor really, had accused me of being divisive and a tool of Satan. I have never been told that I was divisive, let alone a tool of Satan. Harsh. Okay, technically she said it a little more flowery, but I shortened it up for you. But here I was, in the middle of the night, in the middle of a South Dakota verbo, frozen with those words. Unchristlike, divisive, tool of Satan. Unchristlike, divisive, tool of Satan. Now, you might hear those words and think, seriously, shake the dust, girl, let it go. But you know how there's some people who can say something crazy, rude, true, or even downright hurtful, and it just kind of rolls off your back. But then there's other people where you just can't seem to shake it. And you know, that one's going to leave a mark. Of course, John and I finished our conversation. We worked everything out. We drifted off for a very short night of sleep at that point. But by the next morning, I still felt just kind of icky. I couldn't shake those words, and I grabbed my usual morning cup of coffee, my Bible, and journal. And finding a quiet corner, I began to pour out my lament to the Lord. I felt so ashamed, so tired, like a deep soul-weary tired. Tired of being me. Tired of trying to fix everything, solve everything, anticipate everything, juggle everything, plan everything, be everything for everyone for every moment in time. My brain is tired. My soul is tired. My body is tired. And I began to say sweeping statements to the Lord like, no more. No more trips, no more planning, no more homeschooling, no more podcasting, no more trying to save and insulate people from challenges, no more trying to fill every gap and entertain every moment, no more. And as I poured out my soul to the Lord in such a tender way from my vulnerable heart in that moment, I felt these gentle questions bubble to the surface. Number 1, what did Walmart Curbside reveal about John? 2, what did it reveal about me? And 3, what did it reveal about Christ? I spent the next moments in the quiet of that third morning of vacation journaling through those questions. How was Christ using the wild, wild west of Walmart curbside service to get at the deep well of emotional aches in my heart, words and wounds hidden in those nooks and crannies? Because here's the thing, it's never about Walmart curbside service. It's about a very good God using the most wild circumstances or events as a catalyst to reveal more. More about you, more about me, more about Him. And Christ doesn't reveal that which He won't also heal. He reveals to heal, to clean, to bandage, to restore, to make well, to heal. So how about you? Maybe those same questions are bubbling up in your heart as well. What's coming to your mind? What experience? What words spoken over you, to you? Ask yourself, 1, what did this reveal about whomever? 2, what did this reveal about me? And 3, what did this reveal about Christ? Gentle questions. An invitation to sit with the story, my story, your story, to sort out the details that get a little twisted and sideways along the way of life. And what did those questions reveal in the early morning hours of vacation? Well, that's a story for another day. So brew some coffee and join me next week. There's someone I want you to meet. Until then, it's good to be back. Remember, you're not alone in this. I'm praying for you, friend. Have a glordinary day.